Hi Gemini, this is Star with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for August 2022. Like always, I will rely on tarot for your overall messages, and I'm also using some oracle cards. Let's just dive into your reading, Geminis. The energy that you're carrying forward this August is the Moon card. I think in the final days of July, you were a bit perturbed or baffled. Many Geminis, you were grappling with choices. Maybe you also realized that nothing was coming off your plans. Dreams were also quite likely, you were quite intuitive, you had to also deal with shifting emotions. Some of you may also be wondering whether you should make that trip. Even professionally, I think Geminis, in the final days of July, there may have been offers, but you may have been undecided. Largely, I think you would have benefited if you had a more professional approach to work. Obstacles to overcome or the challenges that August is going to pose for you is the Four of Swords. Like the Moon card here, I think this Four of Swords is also asking you to retreat from certain situations. There are knives or there are swords behind this person who seems to be in a yoga position or meditative state. So I think you should also be worried because something is brewing in the background which you may be unaware of. Maybe Geminis, you also have to rethink your moves. I think you will also benefit if you are tactful because this Four of Swords is asking you to weigh your words carefully. It's best, Geminis, to follow your instinct. It is going to be a hectic month, no doubt. Influences for this month, we have the Queen of Cups here. This lady, she's very creative and imaginative. Like I said, you should follow your intuition, you should follow your sixth sense, so you are going to benefit on account of that. Like I said, you need to retreat from certain situations. So maybe there's somebody at work who is trying to threaten your position or who is trying to pull the rug from under your feet. There's going to be some kind of turbulence within the workplace that you have to counter. Sometimes ego can also come in the way in your relationships, in your professional life as well. So be mindful of that, Geminis. Maybe your superior feels you should be more collaborative or you should do some soul searching here. I think even if you're in the Four of Swords energy, there are swords lined up behind this person. Even if it's an oppressive environment, it's going to test you undeniably, but then Geminis, you can come out of it with your head held high. The first 10 days of August, we have the Seven of Swords here. This person seems to be watching very carefully what's going on but can't understand. Maybe there's also somebody who is very deceptive here. So you should be careful. Again, because this is a Swords energy, time and again I'm asking you to be more tactful and polite. Use your intelligence to get ahead. Because there's a high chance, Geminis, that you could be somebody who is going to lose your cool. Maybe you also believe that your good intentions are not acknowledged or that your words are misinterpreted. Sometimes, you may also feel as though there's bias within the home environment, that you get a raw deal. A few Geminis, you could also be wondering about lack of employment opportunities, or you may feel money isn't enough. Those of you who are already working, I think this energy flow is going to help you achieve your ends. You should carry on despite the interruptions that are there. Maybe your superior is also someone who is very clever. This person wants you to do his share of the work or is passing all the work to you. So you should be diplomatic here as well. Maybe there are also going to be work offers, a side hustle, but then you're not too keen. Maybe the money on offer is very little. Whatever it may be, I think Geminis, you are also going to be dealing with new clients. Another thing, Geminis, this is also possible that you could be a bit flustered on account of malfunctioning gadgets or technical issues. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th August, we have the King of Cups here. This person, he seems to be a healer. Maybe some of you are dealing with a person who is a legal eagle, or maybe this person is a medical professional. You can turn to this person for advice. Or it's also possible that someone is turning to you because you have all the answers, that you're somebody who can counsel them. I think within the home you may not get that much support, but there are going to be friends and acquaintances who are going to help you out. You should complete tasks one after the other. Maybe you also have to find alternatives or solutions to the problems. Sometimes you think that this is the way forward, but then it may not be so. So Geminis, I think you should keep an open mind, count your blessings rather than blame fate. Even while dealing with patrons or clients, I think you should put your foot down. Maybe somebody wants you to make allowances for clients and customers. So this is something which you should be wary of this month. The final days of August, we have the Page of Wands. This person is a page. He is young, he is energetic, he is quite restless, he wants to move forward. Communication is also going to increase at this time. I think you want to understand the real purpose of your life within these final days. Maybe you're also getting a chance to rectify or to undo the mistakes that have been made. Communication will increase, and communication is going to be very productive and it will bring you gains. I think you're also very creative this month, so your output is going to be appreciated. There's hard work in store for you in these final days as well, but then the energy flow is also going to allow you to accomplish much. Those of you who are in the leadership position, like I said, you should keep ego aside. You should be more accommodating. You should listen to the point of view of others, or maybe you will come across as someone who is very set in your own ways. With respect to your love life, I have this card calling in your soulmate. I think Geminis, you're going to be besieged by admirers. Maybe you're wondering whether the person who fancies you is the right one. There could also be the chance of a work-related romance. Maybe someone who is older than you or belonging to another social or religious background could also come into your life. I think you shouldn't put limitations on yourself. You should understand that the universe is guiding you with respect to your love life, but then you may feel that there are family limitations or this relationship may not go the distance. Whatever it may be, you have the Queen of Cups here, so you're somebody who is very beautiful, sensitive, imaginative, creative. You have a way with words when you deal with the opposite sex, so maybe you're coming across as very flirtatious as well. In case you fancy someone, I think the issue of commitment could come here. Maybe this person is not wearing his heart on a sleeve. He is a Seven of Swords here. He is very careful not to let everything out. He has deep emotions for you because of the King of Cups here, but then this person is also withholding himself. I think some Geminis could feel that you're in a state of suspension with respect to your love life. Those of you who are romancing, I think maybe you're going to discuss your past life. You're also going to discuss work. Sometimes, you could also say something which is very analytical. It's not romantic, so be careful of that. Maybe your lover also thinks that you're hiding some things because of the Seven of Swords here. Geminis, in case you're already married, I think you can be dealing with someone who is interfering in your relationship. Maybe your in-laws could say something untoward this month. Incidentally, from Lenormand, we also have this card, Burial Mound, Tomb here. So maybe there's going to be a transition this month. Maybe you need to work on your relationships because, like I said, your colleagues may feel that you're very dominating. The health of a loved one is also a cause for concern for many Geminis. There's going to be change. You shouldn't resist the change which is there. Maybe paranormal activity is also going to be there around you because we do have the Crow here in this card. From the Kipper card, we have this card, Expectation. Maybe you need to be patient because there are going to be developments on the work front, or even in your love life, you need to be patient with your person. You have to play the waiting game. You have to be mindful that sometimes, the rewards of patience can be quite sweet in the end. You needn't be too restless. The last card in this reading is Dance, which talks about celebration. Here, the universe is also asking you to loosen up, to dance, to go with the flow of life. Maybe there are going to be reunions and you're not giving much away, or you're not enjoying the celebrations. That is why this card has come up in your reading, asking you to celebrate the moments, be happy and joyous despite everything going around you. I hope Geminis, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Please give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.